Live to Detroit now, Yusef Shakur joining us, the educator, author, neighbourhood organiser. There goes by the name of Bunchy, I believe. So welcome and happy Kwanzaa to you. Tell me what it's like in the United States. How much would you see Kwanzaa out in the street or out in public as much as you see Christmas and other events?
I mean, you definitely see it, but it's more so regulated to cultural institutions that have a tradition that is rooted out of a tradition of black nationalism, black liberation. That is the purpose of Kwanzaa, of fueling those aspirations, but more importantly, creating an atmosphere for black people to come together, to celebrate, but also a way to bring in other black folks who necessarily don't understand the landscape of the oppression of black people, to be able to bridge those internal gaps between blacks here in America and the diaspora and in Africa, that we're all one people fighting for our complete and total liberation.
So it's important, I guess, for you to keep that core belief about it and get people to celebrate it for the right reasons, because everything to do with Christmas has become commercialised, and that's what people sometimes complain about, that it's everywhere and it starts too early and you see it and the meaning is gone. I guess you want to hold that true meaning of Kwanzaa.
I mean, the fact that it was born into particular Kwanzaa in a capitalist society, by default, it could find itself being overly saturated in relationship to being overly commercialized. And so again, that's why we have to stay the mandate true to its original intention. And the celebration is bigger than one person, bigger than one organization, bigger than one community. It's about a nation of people. So, again, when you look at the history of black people, the first thing they did was strip us of our culture and our heritage. And what Kwanzaa does is brings back to the forefront our culture and our heritage. And you cannot be a liberated people without culture and heritage.
So tell me how you go about in Detroit and anywhere, in fact, promoting Kwanzaa and getting people involved. And as I say again, not crossing that boundary and getting too commercialised. How do you balance that?
I mean, you go about it by first and foremost internalizing the 7 principles. And those 7 principles, again, is a living example, a living testimony of the journey, of the destination where we're ultimately trying to get to. First and foremost, particularly me as a man, exemplifying the best quality of being a man, a father, ultimately a husband in my community. Same thing with a woman who should be a mother, a wife. Then it expands from there in terms of how we engage in our community. How do we combat white supremacy? How do we combat self-hatred? How do we combat these divisives that are shackles on our brains and shackles on our physical body that contribute towards our own demise in America?
Yusef Bunchy Shakur, it's a real pleasure talking to you. I'm glad we were able to spread the word of Kwanzaa to our international audience today. Thank you.
Thank you. How about Ghani?